I have 2 beds of asparagus. There are 8 crowns in each bed, and some of them have died. Like there's a space back there where one didn't make it, and there's a couple over there that didn't make it. If I had my druthers, I would have twice as many, because at this point, I harvest a couple every day, and then I save it up, and like after 5 or 7 days, I have enough asparagus for a meal, which is, kind of exciting, but also ridiculous, because I would love to just harvest the asparagus and cook it fresh. I can throw a few here and there into something like an omelet, but if you want to do something that calls for a pound of asparagus, you have to save up. So, like I said, if I could have more, I would. But they're a permanent crop. They require 3 years before you can harvest them. So you put them in the first year, don't harvest them at all. Second year, you can pick maybe 1 or 2 spears for a couple weeks. Third year on, you can pick as many as you want, and it's about a 20-year crop. The plants live between 15 and 20 years. So I wish I'd started this about 16 years ago. That would have been good.
And then you would get way more asparagus.
Yeah, and they get thicker over time. So there are some that are in here that are already like that. Like this it's withered because I broke it by accident. But there's some purple crowns that come up from this one in particular that are about that big around, and they're just incredible. This is what asparagus looks like when it comes out of the ground. And that's when you pick it. That's what we're used to seeing. And when you don't pick it, it gets taller, and this tip starts to open, and then that's when you get all this frond-like material. And so it gets very tall, and the females have these berries that form on them, which I don't know if you're
I can see
focus on that. And then, is that it? There, perfect. Ladybug. So what happens, this is an unintended benefit that comes from having this patch of asparagus. This patch of asparagus becomes habitat for the ladybugs. They fly in here every year, and they mate, and they lay their young, and they pupate. So the larva, which I don't know if you know, ladybugs are a beneficial insectary, so they eat aphids. And their larva, the ladybug larva, eats something like 400 times as much as they do, as the adults. So basically, this is built-in habitat. There's another one. For all of the other critters in the gardens.
How many asparagus plants are in this box?
This box has 8.
Okay, and then how many asparagus do you get a month?
So the harvest period is between, the harvest time for asparagus is between April and August. Mine actually didn't really start kicking in until probably June. So, and then once that happened, I'm gonna say I got maybe 8 ounces a week, but it's probably less than that from 16 crowns.